Ever heard the phrase damning with faint praise? It's like saying, you know, yeah, you're okay, but you're not okay enough. A very interesting thread over at Daily Kos today by Sean King. He says a few days ago, several black activists received this email with an apology from a senior staffer with Bernie's campaign. And here's the email. It says, "Hello all." This went out to Black Lives Matter activists by and large. "Hello all, my name is Marcus Farrell. I am a senior staffer for Senator Bernie Sanders' presidential bid in 2016. I'm reaching out to you on behalf of our campaign because you are the folks doing the work for Black Lives Matter. I apologize it took our campaign so long to officially reach out. We are hoping to establish a real space, all caps real, for real, all caps, dialogue between the folks on this email and our campaign. If you guys know of anyone who should be on this email chain and is not, please feel free to forward them this message and my contact information." Okay, so that's the email that Marcus Farrell sent out saying, sorry we didn't get to this earlier. Now, in politics, saying I'm sorry is the equivalent of saying I was wrong, and no politician will ever do that. No politician ever says I'm sorry. It just doesn't happen. Particularly, they don't say I'm sorry for things that they didn't do. So it was actually, on the part of Marcus Farrell, a mistake to say I apologize in the email. But, you know, I'm guessing he's new to politics and doesn't understand that this would immediately be seized upon by the political insiders who understand the consequences and the significance of an apology. That it would be seized on by those insiders. And sure enough, the ultimate insider, Chuck Todd, came out over the weekend and said, you issued an apology to the Black Lives Matter people? And Bernie said, no, I didn't. Bernie says, well, that was sent out by a staffer, not by me. Look, we are reaching out to all kinds of groups. Absolutely. I met with folks at Black Lives Matter. And then Chuck Todd says, I understand that you said a staffer put it out, but you felt an apology was necessary? And Bernie says, no, I don't. I think we're going to be working with all groups. This was sent out without my knowledge. Okay, so that's all pretty straightforward. But then Sean King over at Daily Kos takes it to the damning with faint praise realm. He says, last week I praised Bernie's plan addressing systemic racism and police brutality. Now, though, I'm starting to wonder if he had anything to do with it. It seems like he has hired some black staffers who are doing a great job saying all the right things, but that he may not actually be connected personally to what they're thinking and saying. When Bernie so flippantly dismissed this apology, he not only disrespected his senior staffer, but he showed that he's not really in tune with how his staffers think and feel about how things are going for him. For me, it was just starting to open up the idea that Bernie sincerely cared about police brutality and racial injustice, but this current mess sets me back. So Sean King, because Bernie said, I didn't write that apology, it was one of my staff people, he didn't criticize him. He just said, I didn't, because Bernie is, well, the title of the thread was Why Bernie's Fake Apology to Black Folks Really Bothers Me. It wasn't Bernie's apology. But anyhow, it's like over 700 people now have commented on this thing at Daily Kos. And a lot of the comments seem to be along the lines of, Sean, we know that you don't like Bernie, but is this the way to try and take down a politician? Apparently Chuck Todd thought so. He set the thing up. He basically said, okay, guys, I'm going to throw a softball out here. Alternatively, maybe I'm being, wrong on this, or whatever the phrase is, oversensitive or something. I mean, is it possible that Bernie should have said, yeah, we should have reached out earlier? Or, well, no, that wasn't the question he was asked. The question was, are you apologizing? And Bernie was like, no. I think Bernie's been on pretty straightforward on race issues for a long, long time.